Think Odyssey is all heroics and saving the day? Nope. Today, I tank every single choice, so you don't have to. Welcome to the Fail Odyssey. Hey hunters, I'm Cam, and today we're going full villain. We'll slaughter family, betray alliances, and commit the worst crimes ancient Greece has ever seen. Strap in, because every choice is a disaster. We've just crushed the Athenians in Megaris, and now it's time to deal with Dad, Nikolaos, up on the Megaris cliff. After a short conversation with Nikolaos, you're presented with the option to spare Nikolaos, or kill Nikolaos. Naturally, we pick kill. Because who needs parental guidance when you can have epic guilt? Blade swings and Dad crumples. His final gasp echoes from the cliff edge. And trust me, you feel that echo for the rest of the game. However,
emotional, damn it!
Whether you choose to kill or spare Nikolaos, he reveals that he isn't your real dad, and that you need to find your mother to find out who your real father is. Killing Nikolaos will trigger a fight to the death with Stentor, who is Spartan, kicked off the cliff in the blink of an eye, but this isn't the last we've seen of Stentor. Quest number 2. Ashes to Ashes. Your choice: save an innocent child from the flames, or chase down a ruthless killer. Naturally, we're going to do the worst possible thing. Here we are in the village of Argolis, smoke and ash swirling all around. Now, I know what you're thinking. Babysitting is boring, so let's chase the psychopath instead. I choose to chase down Chrysis, because why let some defenseless baby get in the way of our personal vendetta? Watch me sprint through the burning wreckage. Cassandra bolts forward, silhouette outlined by flickering embers. Every step kicks up ash, and you can still hear that baby's soft cries fading behind you. Guilt? There's no XP for mercy. As I barrel through burned-out huts, Chrysis is already a blur ahead, darting between fallen beams. In any sane playthrough, you'd pause and tend to the baby. But in ours, we just keep going. No heroic lullaby, just scorching heat and the wind at your back. Finally, I corner Chrysis in the ruins of an old temple. She drops her guard, turning to fight. Meanwhile, the cries of that abandoned baby echo in my head. But hey, she's not technically my responsibility, right? Evil Kermit nodding. Because if you actually save the baby, you'd be a loser, right? Yeah, let's not think about that for too long. So, bottom line, chasing Chrysis nets you a brief moment of righteous vengeance, but it locks you out of that peaceful resolution with a distressed mother. Up next, we revisit that sloppy arena kill, because if killing siblings and babies wasn't enough, let's see how public executions go even worse. Buckle up, things are about to get bloodier. Quest number 3, Monger down. Anthausa wants you to make a show of his execution in the Corinthia Theater. Brasidas whispers to slip in quietly and kill him alone. Two very different approaches, let's explore both. First option, side with Brasidas. You sneak into the Monger's cave, no cheering crowd, just you and his stunned expression as you draw your blade in the shadows. One silent strike, and he's gone. Immediate payoff? You gain Brasidas' loyalty and trust for later in game. However, as you might have guessed, this isn't an option in this playthrough. Let's do it Anthausa's way, a public execution. You meet the Monger and his fellow cultists at the theater. As the Monger is defeated, you're given the option to kill the Monger yourself, or let Anthausa. Obviously, we finish the job in quick fashion. Later, when you need Lagos' help to obtain hard evidence against the cult, he flat out refuses to speak to a public hangman. Remember that Corinthia Theater drama? Lagos found out. He won't hand over crucial evidence to dethrone the Spartan cultist king, which leads to your exile from Sparta. Bottom line, kill the Monger quietly with Brasidas and keep your allies. Lagos will still aid you, and your rep remains intact. But do it Anthausa's way. Public slaughter, and Lagos stonewalls you, plus you get a perpetual bounty and locked out options for later in the game. Up next, more mischief awaits. Time to see how family reunion goes when you aid Sparta's fight in Boeotia. Quest number 4, Paint It Red. Let's show how to kill Stentor publicly in front of his soldiers. So, shortly after taking out 4 major Athenian generals to aid Sparta's fight in Boeotia, as directed by Stentor. You're faced with Stentor still infuriated about the incidents in Megaris earlier in the game.
Don't start.
Don't you dare tell me what to do. I am in command here.
You needed my help.
By the gods, how are you so arrogant? No wonder my father discarded.
And yet, I'm here, and he isn't.
You fucking murderer!
Believe me, he had it coming.
You will pay for what you've done.
I've already paid more than enough for one lifetime.
We'll see about that.
What do you mean?
Now that we've driven the Athenians from the field, it's time I dealt with my true enemy.
Stentor, you...
Your job is done, mercenary. Now I will kill you for what you stole from me in Megaris.
Had we kept Nikolaos alive in Megaris, he could have split up the fight, however we didn't explore this option. If you want to see how to do it right, well, there's no right here. We're evil incarnate. Onward to more misery.
You've proven your point. Now finish this. I welcome death, if it means I don't have to see you again.
Go with the ferryman, brother.
Quest number 5. Where it all began. You've tracked down Deimos in their hideout, ready to learn they're actually your half-sibling. But first, decisions. Over the course of the game, after seeing Deimos in the cult's secret lair, you have several opportunities to make amends and try to convince them that the cult is using them. But all you know are violence and wrong answers.
No one will save you this time, brother. Alexios!
Blaming Deimos whilst having your confrontation on Andros, leave Deimos under the burning tree on Pylos. All these choices have a brutal consequence when you meet for the final time on Mount Tegetos for the last showdown. Kill Deimos and skip all that drama. Trade a moral high ground and bonus help for an XP bump and a slightly easier quest path. No regrets, right? Even irritate your mother, Myrrine, in the end, so much so, she tells you to leave Sparta and never return. Making a very silent dinner for one at home in the end. Comment which one was your favorite.